Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Digital Experience Team iteration planning video. We'll go over what we plan on doing for the next 2-week iteration period. Today is Tuesday, January 18th. And first up is Barker.
Right. So I have a couple points for calling the visible script into the product via hard code. My MR for adding the Google Tag Manager to the usage tab got merged. Woo! So cool. And I'm going to add to cart event in Google Tag Manager data layer for the usage tab. So that's kind of related to the one that just got merged. In the buyer experience repository, I'm going to do some documentation. One point for creating a handbook page for the buyer experience repository that we can point our partners to say, hey, here it is. Here's where content is. Here's how you can update it, all that. I'm going to try to implement the reviewer roulette and implement DangerBot. I think that'll be fun and exciting. And I'll tag all of you to check that out. Small one for a misspelling on that DevOps lifecycle image. Again, I'm pretty much helping what do you call it, contribution, outside partner, helping him like boot up an MR and submit it. And then I'm going to take a look at just removing some old templates that are creating lots of pages. Just a half point there. And then I'm going to wrap up this OKR for implementing all P1, P2 Google Analytics recommendations. It's all done, but I'm just going to wrap it up. That's all for me. I'm going to read for John. He is out. It's his birthday. So he's going to start working on the stages lifecycle DevOps child pages. And these are big ones, big key pages. So he's going to work on 3 of them, 4 points each, one for enablement, plan, and then protect. So that'll be really exciting to see those get built and shipped. Pass it over to Tina.
Thanks. So I'm going to be working on some page updates for the analysis page. Also, I'm getting my head into an issue for UX updates to the all remote page. I'm going to continue to review MRs for the ongoing buyer experience migration. This will include creating a template for pages that have multi-level sidebar navigations. I imagine I'll be supporting John also on the DevOps child pages. I'm also the DRI for slippers this sprint. I think I'm going to focus on lists, pull quotes, and if I have time, button animations. And I'm also going to plug away at my onboarding issue. That's it for me, Jess.
Okay, so I'm going to be working on updating the copy for our SMB page. I'm also going to work on kind of figuring out the best way to approach how we list Taiwan in our country region selector. I'm going to review and update ordered and unordered lists for slippers, and also going to update or keep working on our free trial experience and see if there's any updates there we can make to make it better. And pass it off to Mateo.
Okay, I allocated 1 point for any remaining feedback that comes up in the open merge request reviews. And also I will be working on migrating a couple of the key pages, that being sales and demo page, and any remaining bandwidth I will use to continue with migrations. And next is Megan.
Yeah, I didn't assign myself to a specific issue just yet, but I'll look into the various epics that Lauren tagged me in, either the solutions topics or DevOps lifecycle migration epics, and work from there for probably the majority of the sprint. That's all I have. Miguel.
Great, thanks. Yep, I'll be working on the feedback. I will ask for it later this afternoon. For the topics CI/CD page that was already finished, and also for this iteration, I will be working on the anchor link functionality that I think will be very important for the other big epics we talked about. And yeah, that's it. Pass it over to Nathan.
Yes, I'm going to start the A/B test for the Buy Now button on the homepage. Get that set up. And then I'm going to merge slippers v1 to production this week and handle anything that pops up. And then if there's time, I'm going to get around to documenting it and release notes, handbook, README, all that fun stuff. But yeah, that's it for me. Javi?
Thanks, Nathan. I have 4 points to merge the navigation. I have 2 points to set up my new dev environment on my computer since I have the GitLab computer now. I have 1 point to merge this attempt to fix card plate consistency. I have 2 points for the YouTube tracking that's related to Lauren's OKR. I have 2 points for updating the pictures, stock photos for transforming your software development process. And then I have 2 points for adding a linter to buyer experience. Up next is Laura.
Thanks. Yeah, I have a couple of points for migrating the free trial page over to the new buyer experience, as well as the install page. And then I picked up an issue for the SMB page to make some updates to that page. I added some of the stages of DevOps life cycle page updates. That's not ready yet. We're still waiting on some images, but I'm going to restart an MR because I had started one back in November and it got very stale. And then I left myself a point to help if Nathan runs into any issues for slippers. Maybe I'll help him, I'm not sure. And next is Tyler.
Yeah, most of my time will be spent on the enhanced e-commerce for Google Analytics implementations. The landscape is ever changing there. So just sort of blocking off the next 2 weeks for it. Maybe I'll get a little extra time, but what I will definitely do is there's some LogRocket support that I need to pitch in for folks. And that's mostly just like answering questions, and they're all good answers of like, we're already doing that. No need to do work, which is great. And then if things are, depending on info I get, I will either do some work to clean up our drift chat and make it a little more user-friendly. But if I don't have time, then I will grab someone. I have a few folks who I've spoken with about it already, and we'll knock that out. So I think finally is Daniel.
Yeah, for this iteration, I'm working on redesign of a component in the stage of lifecycle. That's my top priority work, and I also pick a couple of remaining pages for stage DevOps lifecycle as well. I need to sync the effort on that with Jan, and I'm also taking a couple of issues. One is related with the text within terms, and the other one it's also related with the width of the text, but this time in solution pages. That's it.
Yeah, thank you so much, and we will see you next time.